Magdalene, take it off. The floor is yours.
All right, let me make sure. Okay, can everyone hear me? All right, so hi everyone, we're going to be talking about scaling your business and leveraging analytics, machine learning, and data science in order to scale. So as we start to think about the importance of analytics, machine learning, and data science for your business, some things that it can do, having proper analytics in place and leveraging automation and AI, some benefits that it can help your business with are business-wide transparency and visibility. As a founder, as a startup, I think we all are looking for full visibility into what's happening from a business perspective. If you have a quality platform and a quality software system and way to track your analytics and your metrics, you'll be able to have full transparency as to what's happening across all channels and all departments of your business. This will also help as you start to scale to help make sure that you've got alignment between departments. I think the last thing that anyone wants is to start to scale their business, maybe hire some sales hires, maybe start to hire someone in marketing and have those people really misaligned or really living in silos. When you're able to have analytics, it helps everyone to align, and it also helps to make sure that as you are building these departments out, that these departments can be aligned on mutually agreed upon goals. So for example, making sure that your sales team is able to see how marketing is performing. So marketing is able to see how sales is actually working and closing their leads. All of this will make sure that your entire org is really mutually aligned on mutually agreed upon goals. And ultimately, those goals are typically generating revenue for the business and retaining customers. This will also help you to make real-time data-driven decisions. I think the last thing anyone wants is to have something happen in your business, notice it, but have to be reactive versus being proactive. So when you actually have quality analytics and quality reporting in place, you'll be able to assess this on a real-time basis and get ahead of potential problems, potential road blockages, potential gaps in your process versus having to wait and operate from a more reactive perspective. The other thing that this all can really help with is overall cost reduction. I think we've all seen that manual tasks like manual CRM, logging, things like that can really take time away from your day. No matter what function you are in or what function your team members are running, whether they are sales, marketing, customer service, you want to make sure that you and your team are able to spend your time where it matters the most. This means that if you've got salespeople, you want to have the data and the automation in place to make sure that they're spending their time on calls with prospects, with customers. Make sure that your marketers are creating really quality content and are leveraging things like machine learning, real-time analytics to be able to push that content to the right people so that they're not spending hours writing a blog post only for it to not get seen whatsoever. We want to make sure that our support personnel are really able to triage customer issues quickly and understand the full customer picture. So really making sure that, again, we're trimming up gaps in the business processes and allowing everyone to operate as efficiently and effectively as possible. This will also ultimately lead towards revenue generation. So again, thinking about ways that we can automate throughout the processes, make real-time data-driven decisions, and make sure that you're managing things like potential churn, make sure you're really able to assess what is the actual cost of your lead acquisition. What does that actual funnel look like? Are we getting enough leads in? How are they moving through your sales process? Where are leads coming from? Make real-time decisions in terms of how your ad spend is performing. All of that will be really helpful. So as we look to do that, I pulled just kind of a swath of reports that we offer inside of HubSpot, but these are some good things to think about when you're trying to build out your reporting and focus on what you actually need to build and have available from an analytics perspective. You can think about it in breaking out into kind of 3 categories. You do want to be reporting on your sales, your top of funnel, your lead generation, your demand generation. You want to understand how that's fully moving through the funnel. So whether it's a touchless purchase model or you've got sales reps actually managing a deal, you want to make sure that those leads are actually getting through the funnel and closing into deals. And then you also want to make sure that you're retaining customers. Within that, I think it's very important to have analytics and tracking around every piece of the puzzle. As I mentioned, if you're thinking about marketing, creating content, something like that, the last thing you want to do is put your time towards a campaign or an effort that won't net you the type of return you're looking for. So really make sure at every individual level that you have tracking enabled. What I mean by that, for example, is make sure that you're able to track leads to your website. Make sure if you're running ads that you're not only able to track how many leads that ad spend generates you, but that you're actually able to track it full funnel and see if those leads turn into qualified leads and ultimately deals and revenue for your company. Same with things like sales communication and sales templates. A lot of times I think we turn sales reps loose and just say, go do your prospecting. We look at the types of deals they're bringing in, but we don't necessarily help reps to say, are we spending our time where it matters from a communications perspective? So make sure you have ways to analyze the sales communication that's going out, the marketing communication that's going out, how your prospects and your customers are interacting with your website, with your social, all of that. This will all help you to report on what's working and not working, and it will also help you to craft a more full 360-degree view buyer persona or contact profile so that you can then use things like machine learning and AI to give a really targeted, really personalized experience to those customers. All right. And as we're thinking about leveraging things like machine learning and AI, some things you can keep in mind are the 5 Ps framework for artificial intelligence in marketing. So when you're planning how you can leverage AI and automation in your marketing, some things you can think about. 5 Ps would be planning, production, personalization, promotion, and performance. So when you start to build your plan, it determines the goal of the campaign. Building buyer personas is really important at this step. This is going to inform any type of marketing and any type of way that you're using AI. Having buyer personas will guide everything from the process going forward. You want to analyze existing content that you have. Do you have content pieces that you're going to be leveraging as you're looking to automate and as you're looking to maybe provide recommended subscriptions of content to people? You want to look for maybe gaps and opportunities where you could create an ad to existing content. And then this piece is really mission critical. You want to segment your contact database so that you are able to actually do really targeted, individualized, and personalized marketing and sales communication, whether you're doing that from a one-on-one manual basis or especially when you're having some AI or machine learning tackle those personalized recommendations. For production, you want to create really intelligent quality copy. So that piece is easy. You want to develop curated copy. Personalization, we really want to start to think about targeted content. How can you personalize the experience that your prospects and your customers are having throughout any point in their buyer's journey? At any touch point that they would be interacting with your business, how can you personalize? You want to engage users through things like bots and chat. And you want to individualize and optimize your email send time. So make sure this piece, you really want to just make sure that you are communicating with your buyers in the way they want to be communicated with. For promotion, again, you want to be intelligent and smart about the way you're promoting. Adjust your ad spend in real time. Test things, A/B test things like headlines, landing pages, copy, templates, things like that. Schedule out your social posts and shares so you can get a feel for how often things are going out and automate that process. And make sure you're using a tool that helps you to have improved email deliverability. Lastly, you always want to be tracking performance. So making sure that you have reporting capabilities in place that help you with things like lead scoring, help you to do accurate forecasting. Just simply having reports that will show you the analytics on every single piece of all of this, and making sure that you're sharing with your team, with your investors, with anyone that would be interested, performance reports so that you can show them in real time how the business is performing. So thank you all for having me. As Constantine mentioned, I run partnerships for our HubSpot for Startups and Entrepreneur program here in Southern California and Arizona. If anyone is interested in learning more about our programs, we provide educational resources and software discounts to startups and entrepreneurs globally. Please come to hubspot.com/startups. Ask us any questions. We love talking strategy, whether it pertains to automation, AI, sales, marketing, customer service. We are always happy to answer any questions that we can from a strategic perspective.
Thank you, Magdalene, for